Yo, what is going on, folks? This is Tom Omega. I guess you could call me the Omega Man, if you want to. Well, anyway, people, this is the Infj experience, and I want to talk about our favorite subject, and that would be the Infj. Okay, now, people, I'm going to change this and make this a video about over-perfection in the Infj. Now, I'm suffering from this right now, and I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Now, this is take probably number 8 in one afternoon. And this subject that I'm talking about right now is nothing that I wanted to write down or come up with. I'm going to call this just the Infj perfectionism. And it was on display right now as I'm making this video. Now, this may seem a little bit spontaneous, typically, but I had planned to make a video for this point. But the one I was trying to come up with and the topic just didn't seem to be working right. So many times I go 20 minutes into the video, maybe 12 minutes into this video, and I say, I don't like this. I fumble out and say no. Well, what's going on? Okay. It's kind of like that burn down. You know, like sometimes we end up making things, or we create a post, or we put things out there, and if it's not exactly right, we see a flaw in it, and we might eliminate it right away. We don't want it going because it just wasn't good enough, wasn't perfect enough in a sense. Now, I got to tell you the truth. In the last few weeks, I feel like I've been going through this, very much so, okay? Now, I built this channel in the last year, and I actually like the channel. I like where it's gone. I like the support and the subscribers that are out there. Trust me, I appreciate everybody out there who's contributed to this channel. But I got to tell you, sometimes I sit in front of this camera, and I got a certain topic, and it's like all of a sudden lately I've become overly perfect. All of a sudden, I'm not happy with a video I put out. And like I said, I make it, and halfway through I said, no, I can't do that. I stop, I start it again and again. And I say, well, what's going on with that? Well, you know what? I'm just going to make a video about that, about how we just, is this an Infj thing? Or is this just a overly complicated me thing? I don't know what it is. But bottom line is, I think sometimes in our life, I think that's one of the things that holds us back in life, is just that, is that overly critical part of ourselves where we are never happy with our own self. We compete with ourselves in a way. We're always trying to make something just right, and we're not allowing anything to slip up like I had been doing. And this can be holding us back. All right. Now, last week I was not able to put out one video. And last week around this time, almost exactly around this time, I sat in front of this camera and I did the same thing for half the morning. Cutting a video, starting out, talking about what I wanted to say, and all of a sudden I say, you know what, I can't do that. And I stopped the video, make another one. I must have went to 5 or 6, 7, and it got close to me going to work. I said, I can't do it. And then I skipped making a video that week. So I'm trying it again today, and the same thing's happening. All right? Now, I said, okay. All right, then this is some kind of block I've got going on here. Some kind of creative block, something. And I'm thinking, hey, I guess it's just all typical and it's par for the course. So it's something that we need to be aware of. And sometimes I think all we can do is separate ourselves from what we're doing, take a step back, think about the situation that we got and what we want to do. But being that we are built the way we are, INFJs, yeah, we're a very difficult and complex creature, by no doubt about it, you know. But whether or not this is what it is, whether or not this is like our thing or not, it's still something that we have to address, our over perfection. Now, whatever happens today, I'm going to air this. Only because I told myself I wanted to be myself. The one thing I said that I was going to do on this video, on this channel, was always be authentic. Be who you are. Don't be anybody you are not. The only thing that is not truly authentic is my last name on this, basically on this channel. And that goes without saying, okay? But I guess basically I wanted to say that part of our success has to come from just that, not being overly perfect about everything we do. Knowing that we have flaws, we're never going to be that perfect, and our success is never going to be measured in our imperfection. Okay. Now, I'm not saying throw out some shoddy work, just slop it out there, just be belligerent. I'm not saying that. I mean, you got to have some kind of class, some kind of decency in what you're doing. But I mean, in order to be successful, you have to understand that our drawbacks are just that we get overly perfect on things. And I think we just have to relax a little bit with ourselves. Just ease off a little bit sometimes with ourselves, okay? Now, these are some of the lessons personally, people, I'm learning. As I'm talking to you, as I'm saying, I feel like I'm being my own therapist. I talk into the camera, talking to you, but also I'm kind of learning from myself how to deal with myself by talking into the camera. So yes, this is me talking to you, but it's also kind of trying to be my own self-therapy as I'm talking it out. Well, people, that's what I wanted to say today, okay? Now, the subscribers that I have and the people maybe new to this channel, if you're seeing this for the first time, understand that that's where I come from, okay? And so if you've ever had anything like that in your life where you feel like you cannot advance forward because of your perfectionism, and that seems to be something I've heard that INFJs have, it's that over perfectionism. And now I think I'm having a true dose of what it is. An absolute true dose. I'm saying, okay, that's what that means. So this is my first cut on this particular venture here, in this particular video. This is the first thing I wanted to say, and I think that's going to be my message today. That's all. Well, people, thank you for hanging out with me. Maybe I got past something just by throwing this out there. Maybe I needed to have this talk with you and with myself, to myself, if that means anything. You know, sometimes you just got to say it out loud. It can't always be just circulating around in your head. Sometimes we have to hear it with our own ears, what our mind is trying to tell us. Okay? Okay, well, people, I think I've said enough. Thank you so much, people, for hanging out with me again. Subscribe to the channel. Give me the thumbs up, please, and share this video, and leave your comments above all. If you felt like you've had this block within yourself, let's talk about it a little bit, okay? And thank you again. And until the next time, all right? Omega Man says to you, have yourself a wonderful rest of your day, okay? Thank you.